Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Jaden Downs podcast. Today we're going to be speaking about a lot of things. A lot of things meaning not much, to be honest. We have F1, sport in Australia, and a couple of music things. We're going to start off with music because not much is happening in the world, obviously, with COVID. A lot of UK artists are releasing music like Abracadabra, which I'm going to be reacting to one of his videos this afternoon, as well after this. We've also got Dutch Valley releasing Black. We've got Lowski and Mizzle Mac. So we've got a lot of music to react to after this video. Oops, farted. But yeah, a lot of UK artists releasing music. We've also got Jamie also always releasing music. And I don't know why we've gone straight into it, but welcome back. Another video. Yeah, how have I been? I've been good at some point. My girlfriend's sick at the moment, so I couldn't see her today because she was sick, and she was sick the day before, but even though she was at school. There'll be a picture of us together here. So that's me and her, Amy and I. Cute little couple. We are, yeah. My parents love us, so I can't complain. Yes, I'm 16, still live in my parents' house, leave me alone. Yeah. What else? School's just school. We got first week back at term. Not much you can do really. Let me get on this computer and start doing my sports talk thing that I do, like I like to do every episode. What has happened in sport I have been talking for literally 3 minutes. Maybe I should talk about Amy a bit more. Yeah, let's talk about Amy a bit more. Yeah, I've been dating her for almost just over 4 months, and we've done a lot of shit together. We've gone heaps of places besides school. Where have we gone to? Yeah, I've forgotten. We've gone to a place called Tugger, which is like Eshe Central, pretty much. If you don't know what Eshe is, it's pretty much just a druggo who thinks he's up himself and crazy. But yeah, they're a bit mentally special. We went that's Eshe. We went to Tugger for a bit. Not much. We did the shops and shit, but not much. I've been to a football game. She plays football for one of the local clubs nearby our house. I don't play because I didn't get picked for the team. I had a trial for under 21s, didn't make the team because listen, there was 4 goalkeepers trying out. Remember, this is under 21s and I'm 16. 16, bro. The other 2 goalkeepers were 19 and 20, and I'm like, I'm gonna try my best. Probably not gonna make it in, and I didn't. So they said I'm a good keeper, probably better than all of these. It's just my age. I was 4 years younger than the oldest goalkeeper. Things are interesting with that club. I mean, I played with another club for 5 years? No, 9. I played with another club for 9 years. And I loved it. I could not complain. I loved it until the last year where even though we did make it to the grand final, or the final, I carried that team. No cap. I was our goalkeeper. I still am a goalkeeper to this day. I was their goalkeeper, got injured, broke my wrist that year. Then had to play midfield, still carried the team from defensive mid. If my old teammates, if they're watching this, they'll probably say, oh nah, you're probably one of the worst players on the team, you're just so up yourself and shit. Nah, seriously, I was the only team player on that team. And all of these guys were hogging the ball a bit too long, weren't passing, were all up themselves and wanted to succeed for themselves, not the actual team. And that's what let us down in the final. The only real game that I realised that we were actually a decent team was our semi-final. We did end up finishing 3rd behind a team by the name of Wyong, which were top of the league. They only lost once, and Canmore, which they were good teams, but were they actually that? They weren't the best. They were okay. We beat them, lost once. We lost to them once and beat them once. But yeah, there's nothing too big about that team. My team was okay. I played for them for 9 years, from under 8s to under 15s, if I am sure. I was going to play with them if I still down there, but I'm not. So yeah, I was going to play for Ungara, but I can't because they don't have a team for me. But yeah. Let's have a look at the sport. And tonight we have the Central Coast Mariners against the Newcastle Jets. Leave a comment down below if you want me to bring back A-League review. I have been thinking about it, but I also want to bring in Formula One and a bit of rugby league. I don't know why. I think I'm just going to end up being a sports channel and just talking about sport and doing these podcasts because I love sport. I love sport more than anything. I will live my life off sport because it is great. We're going to talk about the rugby league for a bit. It is back. It's been back for like 11 weeks or whatever. And my team, we're Parramatta Eels. We are at the moment top of the table because Penrith Panthers have a game in hand at the moment. Yeah, we are a good team. We beat the West Tigers last night, and we ended up knocking one of the players out. Michael Cheekam has been discharged from hospital after suffering a seizure on the field. He got hit in the hip to head. That is dangerous. Hip to head. That is killing people. That is knocking people out, giving them seizures. But Parramatta Eels did win 22. Was it 22-16? I'm pretty sure it was. Was it 22-16? Let me just make sure. 26-16. Right, 26-16. It was a good game. I watched it. It was alright. Let's actually have a look at the stats on that game. Because, yeah, Madison was okay. He got injured halfway through the game. He wasn't that great. But Campbell Gillard surprisingly scored a try, which good on him. We haven't lost a game to Penrith in a while. We looked alright. Mitch Moses did a little good chip and chase kick, which was sexy. The two best players of the team last night were Regan Campbell Gillard and Grant. Number 9 for the Tigers and Campbell Gillard number 8 for the Eels. They were the best players out there for each team. Micah Sivo is an absolute machine. He's just an absolute unit. Like, I love Sivo. Fijian winger, sexy on the ball, barge down like anyone, like an absolute train. But we go to the next sport here, which is MotoGP. Marc Marquez, I think it was him. I don't know players. I think it was Marc Marquez. I'm not 100% sure. Wasn't him. But one of the better drivers, the most experienced drivers, had a crash, broke his wrist, broke his arm, broke his elbow. One of them. Yeah, he's he's all over the place. He crash. He's going to be out for a couple of races and he'll be back. Liverpool ended up winning the Premier League. I'm just talking random shit now. There's a 140 kilogram wild card to go against the English cricket team in the West Indies versus England decider. 2020 strikes again as freak NBA athlete versus YouTube star in fight on the Mike Tyson undercard, which is happening in September. Mike Tyson is coming out of retirement. The 54-year-old Mike Tyson, still a legend, didn't really need to come back to fighting because he's already a legend, but he's going to do it, and he's going to come back faster than ever, or as fast as he used to be. But Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. The 5'7" point guard who won 3 NBA dunk contests versus Jake Paul, the YouTuber. Very, very interesting. What else is happening in sport? Norwich are relegated from the Premier League. Not much. Was it Mark? It was Mark Marquez. Yeah. He had a surgery, got a new plate in his arm. Yeah. A lot of things in America right now. AFL is AFL, but most importantly, the A-League is back for another week, and we have a lot of fixtures. We obviously have the Mariners going up against the Jets after the Jets beat the Sydney FC. The Sydney FC, I don't know why I call them that. Can we go to football, please? I want to go to football. Can I go to football? No, thank you. I want to have a look at the A-League, please, if I can. Mariners are playing. I don't know what's going on with this website here. Oh, Haley, here we go. Whoop, started. Let's go. So we obviously have. Can I have a look at the upcoming games? Here we go. So we have Mariners, Jets, Wellington, Adelaide, Victory, Wanderers, Mariners, Wanderers. No, let me go through that again. Mariners, Jets, Wellington, Adelaide, Victory, United, Western United. We have Mariners against Wanderers, Victory against Raw, and Adelaide against Perth coming up. Interesting. This is my predictions. Quick fire predictions. Draw, Wellington, United, or Western United, Wanderers, Raw, and then Perth. That is my just quick fire predictions. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Now let's go on to the big talking point. Why you're probably here. F1. Why else are you here, pretty much? Come on. Yeah. Sebastian Vettel is leaving Ferrari and going to probably Racing Point. Interesting. Supercar. Okay, V8 supercars. The biggest motorsport thing in Australia. There is a porn actress. I'm not going to name her name. But Superstar reveals comeback. Superstar star reveals comeback after making eye-watering profit from porn. The full-time V8 Supercars driver turned porn star has announced bombshell plans to make a return as a driver and team owner. She has raced in some big races in the V8 Supercars calendar. As Bathurst a couple times. She raced a couple of seasons. I don't know her. I just know that she's raced in supercars. She's the only female ever, well, not the only female, but one of the only females to do it. Interesting. don't really care, but she's a strange, I don't know why you do that, but her choice. She wants to come back, she come back. F1, Hungarian Grand Prix, Hungaroring. Hamilton won again. Nothing too normal. Ricciardo puts on a united front with bitter Red Bull ex-driver. Ricciardo and Max Verstappen ended their working relationship poorly, but their friendship is still alive. That's on Fox Sports News Australia. Yeah, I'm just looking at the news on Fox Sports News. Anyway, what are the other things I was going to talk about? I literally said them at the start and I forgot them. You know how good I am at this? I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, and I am 100% the best at this. I love YouTube. I'll do anything to stay in, but if I can't, I just hopefully you guys can subscribe. If you have made it this far, comment down below something, because why the bloody hell not? Oh, I know what I'm here to talk about. F1 2020. The game. I have the game right here. F1 2020. This is the case cover. Daniel Ricciardo and Kimi Raikkonen on the front. I've been playing this game for a couple of weeks. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played. You can create your own team, play online with friends. You can do literally whatever, what the bases are of a racing game. And I love it. But they should be implementing these sort of things into other sports games. Like football and rugby league. I know they do it in basketball. You can create your own team and shit and put it into the league or whatever. Hockey, they can put this in every sport. I don't know why they don't. They'd be making so much profit. Not really. When I say profit, not really making much profit, but it would make playing offline more fun for people if they could create their own team in other sports games. Because I know I've played FIFA for 12 years, and this is the only year that I've stopped playing because the game is infuriating and it is such a shit game. Why? Because it's so similar to the year before and the year before. Us as sport game players want to be surprised and shocked about new features. Oh my god, what? But what they do is they take old features that were in the original FIFAs and bring them back in. They take them out when they're old, they didn't get played, and they bring them back in and expect people to play them. They did it this year with FIFA Street, and they did it the 3 years before that with the player career mode. Like, why? No one wants it. But they've still got Volta on for another 2 years after this one. They got FIFA 21. No one touched it. You could complete the game mode in 2 hours and then not touch it for 12 months. Why? Why? Oh, fucking hell. It infuriates me. F1 2020 is one of the best games of all time. Well, not okay, I'm going to say this. F1 2020 is the best game with the year as its name. If you could go all over the country, all over the gaming community, every game. If you can find a better game than F1 2020 that's based on a sport and has the year as its title, no, you can't find a better game. You can't put FIFA 20 up against it because the community hates the game so much. You can't put it up against 2K, NBA, because the community hates the game too much. You can't put it up against the NFL because the community hates the game too much and there's no other competitor. F1 does things right. Codemasters does F1 right. They do it properly and they make sure that the game and the community are at a good, healthy point where everyone is reaching an agreement to make the game better. FIFA haven't done it. I've played FIFA for 12 years and they haven't improved the game one bit. They've slowly made it worse for online players and offline players. F1, the only people that are making the game worse are the players. The game and the company has made the game perfect for people to play. It's just no one. Everyone respects F1. They love it. It's a great sport. It's very, very popular with the peoples. Very popular with the peoples. They have people from all over the world playing and racing in these competitions. It's a rich sport. It's an very expensive sport, and when people like, I'm not going to say his name, but there's an Indian driver in F2 who's really disrespecting the sport. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Ragnathan, I just his name, I didn't want it, but I just did. Yeah, there are people who are disrespecting the sport. They don't know how much effort, how much money goes into each sport, and there are games and companies like 2K, EA, who are just disrespecting the sport by making the game worse. The only reason I don't talk about football anymore is because it's half because of the game and half because of my teams that I support. I still support them, but I don't watch the games. F1, I don't support anyone in F1. I just don't want Mercedes to win. Mercedes are just too dominant, that's why. I want surprises. I want Danny Ricciardo making a podium every second race because why he's an Australian and I love him. I want, obviously, I'm not a fanboy, but I love Danny Ricciardo. He was great at Red Bull. Going McLaren next year. Nice. But I just want excitement in sport. When you go to like NBA and football, it's the same teams winning over and over again. It's the same teams pushing for the title. It's the same teams going up and down from relegation and promotion from the second division. It's the same teams finishing mid-table. It's the same teams, and it's maybe one surprise each year. This year in the Premier League, it was Sheffield United, and a couple, like a surprise jump. And sometimes there's a lot of shit teams that finished low, like Chelsea back in 2014 or Tottenham and Arsenal in 2020. In F1, obviously Lewis Hamilton is just one of the greatest drivers of all time. But after that, it's a mixed bag. It is a mixed bag. With the Premier League, you have the top six. That's it. It's always them six. No one else. Most of the time, lately, it's been the same teams as it's been over the last 40 years. Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal. No one else has won a league. No one else has won a championship. There's only been, in the last 20 years, 2000 to 2020, there has been 8 winners. 8. Let me just make sure I'm right. Here we go. List of football champions. From 2000, it was, what I expected. There has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners in the last 20 years. 6 winners in the last 20 years. 6! I just don't know what to say. Well, let's go to F1 champions over the last 20 years. Because I expect it's been more. Okay, the last 20 years. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay. I was just wrong. It is 7. It was pretty okay. But it is on different teams though. Let's see how many teams have won it. Of the drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's the same. What about, can I go constructors? Constructor. Okay, here we go. Oh, that is the same. Oh no, constructors here. Oh, because it Constructors Championship 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I was surprised. I was wrong. Okay, sorry. Take back all I just said because I was wrong. But yeah, only if sport was a little exciting and everyone was equal, to be fair. It's like the gender debate, which we'll get into the next episode next week. If I'm available to do so. But yeah, I don't know why I went all out ran and I still didn't win that debate against myself. That's interesting. Oh, that is it. Alright. Thank you guys for listening. If you are still here, like the video, subscribe, comment what you want me to improve on or what you want me to react on in the next coming days. It's been your boy Jaden Downs. See you in the next one.